say aqua blue water is all I see, bluer than the sky, and it's oh so deep. Say island.
Aloha, this is Brother Mel, aka the Hawaiian Peacock, here with another video for you. We are back with Tiki Falls 2.0. I know it's been a while, but you know, when you're balling on a budget, you gotta work in slow increments of how much money you can afford to put in an outdoor little mini pond, okay? It's coming together. I figured I'd give a little sneak peek. It's not gonna be a very long video, but I had to do some changes, not really changes, but I had to do some things here. As you can see, we have these cinder blocks in the background, all right? And I'm gonna show you why I had to do this, and you can actually see how it's kind of coming together. We're gonna flip this camera around and show you. All right, so here's Tiki Falls. As you can see, there's a lot of different level changes inside the pond, kind of a shallow end, deep end. This right side here, there's a shelf, as you can see it right there with the PVC pipes running through it. I'm gonna stack big rock on top of that shelf to kind of hide the pond liner, to give it a cleaner look. You know, this left side to right side, you wanna make sure it's level with each other. I took a 2x4 by 12 and put a level on it to make sure it was all level, left to right, right to left. And you just want your water line to be even all the way around the pond. So that's kind of important. Around the brim of the pond, I'm going to dry stack riverbed rock up to the top of the shelf. And there's the riverbed rock over here to the right. Going to use this riverbed rock, and they call it dry stacking. There's no cement involved or any type of sealant. You're just going to stack a little wall up to the top. Nothing on the bottom. And there's the cascade. There is Tiki Falls. As you can see, there's some debris there. But other than that, there's the steps, and I'm going to lay down the flat rock, and you'll see it come to life once I get all that done. Here, as you can see, the cinder blocks. I had to put cinder blocks. I had to move all the dirt over, stick cinder blocks and wedge them between the fence and the dirt. If you got dirt that's up against a wood fence for a period of time, it's going to rot the wood out. It's going to weaken the fence. It's going to break. It's going to get all brittle. So you got to have a barrier. And this is what it is. You're going to use the cinder blocks to stack in between the wood fence and the dirt. Let's go get 2 more bricks. I got 2 more bricks. All right, so as you see, we got 2 more cinder blocks here, some caps at the top, and we're just gonna go ahead and dry stack them on the back side of that mound there. Okay, so real fast, before I get started on this, you definitely, if you're gonna build any type of pond, you definitely need one of these. A packer? Compactor. Anyways, I don't know, Home Depot, I think I got it for like 20 bucks. This is the smaller one. They have huge ones, but anyways, compactor, you're definitely gonna need one of these, because you're gonna use this, I don't know, 80% of the time you're making this pond, and you're gonna constantly be compacting the dirt, keep it tight, solid, especially when you're building things up. And another tool you're gonna need, metal hammer. This little metal hammer, it's got some weight to it. It's just all one piece, and it helps chisel, especially this backside here. It helps chisel away small pieces. Like let me show you this little piece of wall here. You want it to chisel off, you can just kind of slowly chisel it off like this, and that way you can take out small pieces versus bigger chunks. But anyways, I just wanted to show you. Also, another reason why this isn't handy, like I said, is chiseling small parts. But also, you see these PVC pipes that are running through here? It's easier to chisel with this and do it lightly, you know, around, inside, outside, without hitting it, versus like a big pickaxe. So that's another reason why we use this. This is a really good tool. Just wanted to give you a heads up on what's going on with Tiki Falls. I'm gonna put in these cinder blocks, and then we'll see what it looks like afterwards. So as you can see, this is the back side of Tiki Falls, and you can actually see the steps as they're going to be going down. Obviously I'm going to have rock on there as well as some flat rock, and this here, I'm going to clean this all out right here, shovel it up on top of this little mound, and we're going to set the cinder blocks. I'm going to stack one on top of the other. another wall, so it's going to be even with this one here. And we'll cap them up, cap them off, and start building the dirt all around it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and clear out this dirt right in here next to this cinder block here. Push this dirt back. I'm going to get back to this and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, so check it out. I just wanted to show you guys a little trick. If you're not familiar with cinder blocks, you can get these cinder blocks at Home Depot for like $1.80 for one, so they're not that expensive. I needed 8 of them, you know, whatever that is. But I also wanted to show you a little trick. All right, so these cinder blocks here, sometimes they'll have pieces of concrete. I guess when they make the mold of these, sometimes it won't be flush. It won't be really flush here. So I wanted to show you an easy way, if not a trick. As you can tell, some of this was sticking up. All you do is you actually put it on any flat surface using the concrete, garage, driveway, sidewalk, and you just rub this back and forth. That'll basically rub off any extra dried up concrete stuck to the bottom, and it leaves it nice and flush and smooth. So it's kind of like a natural, I guess you can say, a pumice stone. All right. Another thing you're going to need is a mallet. Once you set the cinder block in, you can use this rubber mallet to kind of tap it and get it level. And then you can fill the middle in here with dirt and rock, whatever you have left over here. You fill it in so it kind of holds it in place, and top it off. All right, so as you can see, this is pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill these holes in with this rock and dirt, sort of look until it looks like that. And that way it'll just keep this thing stable. And we'll top it off with a topper brick to make it look like that, a little bit more clean. And then we can stack things on top of it like planters and plants and whatnot. So here we are, we stacked the second brick on top. And as you can see, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it's pretty close, you know. Just use the rubber mallet to even it out and a level, make sure it's somewhat even. And we're gonna go ahead and fill in the hole with dirt and rock and push up some dirt up against the wall here. All right, I added a little bit more dirt on the other one as well. And then we're gonna go ahead and whatever rock or dirt is sticking up, you can go ahead and just use your rubber mallet, compact it in there, and like I said, this doesn't have to be perfect. It's not like a retaining wall. You're just actually setting this up against the fence, and that way the dirt isn't leaning against the fence. And you can just use this rubber mallet to compact all this dirt in there so you can put more in there and just keep filling it up. All right, so now we're ready to set our topper. There's one, and there's 2. There you go. Now we're just going to build up the dirt right up against this bank and create the third and last step down to the waterfall. So we're going to use the shovel and push up this dirt up against that bank there and build it up high and pack it down, build it up high and pack it down again, get it up to the very top. All right, and just like that, the dirt pushed up. I'm going to go ahead and get the compactor and start packing this down some more. But we basically just took all this dirt here, pushed it up, and making the mound, very top of Tiki Falls. This here in the wheelbarrow is pretty much all dirt, very little rock. And so I'm gonna put that on top of this. I'm gonna put this on top of that, make it a smoother mound up top. So when I lay down the pond liner, especially up top here on Tiki Falls, there's no sharp rocks, you know, that could cause a hole or a tear in the actual pond liner. You know, also what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take all this dirt that I've dug out from picking on the sides of the walls and whatnot. I'm gonna take all this excess dirt and shovel it up on the top of that hill too as well. This is what it looks like from the pond side. So just give you an idea. All right, so we just got done compacting All this is nice and tight and compacted. As you can see, we got the tiers going down. I'm gonna get another shot from the other side. Anyways, cinder blocks are doing their jobs, and yeah, we got it. All right, so pretty much finished today. We'll come back, and the next thing to do is do more compacting, and then we're gonna dig the hole behind me. Let me show you. So we're gonna go ahead and dig this a little bit deeper. You can see I cleaned out all that excess dirt that was there, so you can actually kind of see more of the shelving that I got in there. Want to put like maybe a lily or a couple lilies right here to provide shade and whatnot for the pond. Couple shelves, you can kind of see how I kind of have it sculptured, I guess you can say. And that's the mount of the stairs going up Tiki Falls. I still got to compact the dirt that's at the very, very top there, but for the most part, everything's a go. And so another trick, at the end of every, I guess you can say at the end of every day, when I'm done working on the pond, I squirt it down with some water. I don't soak it, but I get it wet enough to, it helps out with the dirt. It helps the dirt settle, for one, and then for two, if I'm gonna dig the next day, it kind of makes the dirt a little bit more soft and easier to dig. So I'll show you here how I just get the pond. It's basically on shower mode, and so I'll just squirt all this water down. I'll squirt all this down, get inside the pond a little bit. But I get these the fall part really wet just because I compact this a lot to get that dirt settled in there nice and tight. And I'm not even you can probably see, now that I sprayed it down, you can kind of see the different level changes that I have in the pond. So, but anyways, squirt down this. Actually, I'm gonna shoot those bricks down. All right, so I guess you can say this was episode 5. We're working on it. I apologize, but hey, like I said earlier, when you're balling on a budget, you got to do what you can do with what you got. All right, so anyways, thank you for all the love and support. Much love and aloha to everybody out there. All my subscribers, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed this video of Tiki Falls 2.0. It's coming together. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to hit that notification bell right there, because that's going to notify you when I do have a new video out. Thanks again for all the love and support, and sorry it took so long to get back to Tiki Falls. I got to run my kids over to basketball practice now. All right, much love and aloha to you guys all, and we'll see you on the next video.
Cool it down, take a minute. You say you have to go, but yesterday your heart was in it, my love. Oh.